Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Elizabeth Elenor and it's pause. And yes, I'm on my personal page, something that I'm just playing with. And we're going to talk about Lionsgate. I normally do pause with Elizabeth Elenor on Awakening Magical Women, which is my Facebook group. So if you're not part of that yet, I'd love for you to join. But before we do, let me just check to see if I'm on and I'm actually live. Oh, that's weird. It says that I'm live on my thing. That's weird. Um, how are you? How are you on this Tuesday morning? It's bloody cold here, and I didn't sleep well. And in the Lionsgate Portal, which, guys, I got to tell you, it's not something that I've been into. Is following. I didn't even follow the full moons and the cycles and all these bloody retrogrades and all the things, like Jupiter here and planets here and all that stuff. I've never been into planets. It's not my scene. And yet, the more I've, developed, or the more I've got older and become, more, I suppose the wise woman, if you want to call that, going into the Magna, the more I hang around people that are into this stuff, and the more I hear about it going on, and I go, oh, I was actually aligned to that. That's what was going on, or that's why I had that peak, or that's why I had that trough, right? And in those moments, you start recognizing that yes, we are conscious creators if we choose to, if we're actually aligned with our awareness and our intuition, and we're choosing to create the life that we want. We have the ability to create regardless, and we're a human being that's full of liquid, that's affected by the moon and the sun and the sky and all of the things. And you've got to take that into account, right? Just like, you've got to take into account where you live and your culture, and whether you're a male or female, or what you identify with, or whatever, right? You've got to take all of these things into account. And the dichotomy of it is also create. Well, this Lionsgate is actually way more potent than any other Lionsgate from what I'm hearing. I've been looking it up a little bit, and you'd think that last year, because last year was 888, would have been, a pinnacle Lionsgate, because it's all about the 8th of August. It's a portal. For anyone that doesn't know what the Lionsgate is, it's Leo lining up, excuse me, lining up with the sun, our Earth, with Sirius, lining up with Sirius, Leo, the sun in Leo, and our Earth, right? Well, this year, not only are those three happening, and it's, a 2-week span, we've also got a retrograde as well. Don't ask me what the retrograde is. And we've got, just after Lionsgate, which is on the 7th, on the 8th, on the 9th is a full moon in Aquarius. And apparently that's like an electrical storm of magnification of the Lionsgate. Now, what I'm hearing, and this is what really piques my interest, is that for those that know that we're here to raise the vibration of the planet, that we are going to be moving through the catalyst of a time in history that has never been seen on this planet before, consciously, by humans, right? And that is moving from one level of consciousness into another level, moving from third, fourth dimension into fifth dimension. And it won't be for everyone, because not everyone has the level of consciousness. There'll be a big split. And I've been listening to this for a while. I've heard this way back when I, spiritually woke up 28 years ago. There was going to be two Earths. There's all these theories that have been going on, and, you sort of start wondering what's actually going to happen. And none of us know, but I've got my own sort of ideas that, I, as one level of consciousness continues to express itself and become more, potent in that energy, there'll be like two sort of experiences on the planet, which we've already, depending on what you believe in, we have potentially already experienced this with things like, the fairy kingdom. We don't get to see what's going on this planet with fairies or, the elementals, but they're there, right? And so we can't see them because they're a different level of consciousness. And so, and there's other things as well that have sort of shifted and changed dimension. And so this time in this particular Lionsgate, apparently right now we have the opportunity to move into that higher dimension, or this is the catalyst of where we will be moving into, and making the choice to either stay in that lower vibration and all of the things that are going to go on in that, or move to that higher level of consciousness where we recognize ourselves in fifth and sixth dimension, where we are creating, consciously creating, co-creating with others, all of those things. That's going to be this beautiful, what we experience of heaven on earth, right? I have been told personally that we've got 4 to 5 years, just intuitively, that I personally have got 4 to 5 years of, really sort of getting my shit together to recognize, this movement and to move into these higher vibrations. And so this Lionsgate is potentially more potent than any other. And we're going to be doing a Lionsgate. I'm organising a Lionsgate meditation in Awakening Magical Women, which is my Facebook group. If you want to be part of that, just put in Lion into the comment and we'll send you the link if you're not already in there. We're going to do it at 8 o'clock. So check out all the promotions that are happening in there, and all the things, the notifications and all that sort of stuff. And I want to ask you, what is it that you're doing to prepare yourself, or to really sit in this energy? Because yesterday I personally was really good in the morning, and then I crumbled in the afternoon, right? I had some sort of shift in the afternoon, so I went for a walk, went down to the ocean, which was full on. It was, really windy, and lots of huge waves and all of that sort of stuff, and just really tuned into nature to really get myself back into grounded, centered. What is it I'm creating? Really tuning in and making the choices, because we are letting go of the old so that we can really align with the new frequencies that are coming onto the planet. And this is your opportunity, right? This is an opportunity to have way more potent energy to facilitate our manifestations and our ability to create what we want. And so you've got to know exactly what it is that you want to create as well, right? What is it that you want to level up to? What is it that that your heart's desire? Do you have a connection with your intuition and that knowing inside? Because if you haven't, this is the time to step into that and to develop that. I know that if you've been watching any of the stuff that I've been doing in this Lionsgate, you know, the very start of it, I had the realization that I had an issue with the word witch, and that actually it was holding me back online, sharing, you know, some of the amazing stuff that I do. So I already know I'm an amazing healer, you know, facilitator, creator. You know, some of the results that my clients and I have are outstanding. You know, I know all of that. I feel really comfortable with being the type of person that is there to support and guide my clients. It's showing it up like in bigger, wider world of that, you know, being seen, being heard, and being known, as my, you know, business mentor shares. Those things are the things that I have been still working with. And one of the things is that this word witch came up, and realized that actually I've been offended by that word for a very long time. It's been used to muddy the waters of women, and, you know, to stop them from sharing their wisdom and their magic and all of that sort of stuff. And so I had to clean that energy up to support me to keep moving forward and sharing, because I know that this time right now is a critical time in my evolutionary process. I know that I came here to support people to raise their vibration, to move into this new frequency, to change the planet. I know that I was excited to come, you know, as you most probably were as a soul as well, coming down and experiencing this shift like, you know, no one else has had the opportunity. You know, it doesn't happen very often on planets, right? And so, you know, this is an opportunity to really experience and express gold, and it's an amazing process if we allow it, because it's bloody rocky at the same time. So what are you doing to really share yourself, to get yourself into alignment, to really magnify what it is that you want to create? What are you doing in your life right now in Lionsgate? Are you aligned or are you finding it really challenging to step into your power, to step into your creations, to step into all the things that you want to do in your life? That's me. I'm sharing. I'm fast. You know, this is going to be a quick session every morning. And it's not every morning. It's only on a Tuesday morning. And I will catch you next Tuesday. Take care.